I always had it in my mind to be in the military. My dad was a Vietnam veteran and served 11 months in Vietnam.
I served for 3 years in the Army, in 2002 to 2005. I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2003 and then Iraq in 2004.
I was operations specialist, so we worked in the Combat Information Center, and I took calls for fire from spotters on the beach.
My husband is a veteran. He absolutely loves his country, he loves his community, he loves his family.
The call to serve. The call our military veterans have answered time and again. It's not easy. It's not glamorous. But answering that call is critical to our nation. And it gives those who serve a new perspective.
The veterans that have served on active duty, when they come back, they are not the same person that they were when they went in.
Knowing that a lot of people will sacrifice so much for the mission is, it's life-changing.
Even though Iowa has no large military installations, service to country has deep roots for thousands of the state's families. For 60 years, the Grinnell Veterans Memorial Building has honored area veterans for their service. It's had many roles over the years: community center, dance hall, gathering place. But now, the building has fallen into disrepair. Its age is showing. Its usefulness has waned. Its place honoring those who've served has been reduced to an empty shell.
We can often tend to ignore or forget our veterans. And I think we need that important symbol there to remind us all the time how much we owe to our veterans.
It's time for a new purpose for a building that served our community since 1959. A new purpose that will be a living, working memorial to our veterans by creating opportunity through art. Join us to create a new calling, the campaign to renovate the Grinnell Veterans Memorial Building. This $1.9 million capital campaign will renovate the building so community groups can use it again, while establishing an arts residency program focused on veterans from Iowa and beyond.
For many veterans, they feel like it's only their fellow comrades that truly understand what they've experienced. And for many veterans, it's very hard for them to release what they've experienced. So creating art with veterans allows them to really have a tool that develops a coping skill for them to slowly explain and narrate the story that they've experienced in a safe and comfortable environment where they can be creative.
Your support will update the building to feature prairie-style architecture and will go along with recent improvements to Central Park.
It is the most visible building in our Central Park, which has been magnificently restored, the park, but not that building. So I think we do need to honor our veterans with a building that is attractive and an honorable building.
Your support will also bring a groundbreaking concept to Grinnell. The Prairie Star Residency will be the only artist's residency program in the country with a focus on veterans. The residency would bring 4 to 8 veterans to Grinnell for up to 6 weeks. They would be living and working side by side within the walls of the Veterans Memorial Building.
I think it would be attractive to veterans from across the country if you allow these people, the residencies, to come in and sort of interact with the community. Both parties will take something away from it.
This is going to allow our veterans to work individually on their own needs in an artistic and expressive way, but also coming together in small groups, their comrades, other fellow veterans, creating art together. And we have community members that can come in and see the artwork that these veterans have created and understand in a visual way and on an emotional way to be able to view their artwork and what they've created and really be able to have a common language between all of our community members.
This is a new world. and there's new needs that need to be met. We have to involve the community, so having something that could tie that, bring them in, that they'll come here and participate and appreciate what veterans do is worth more than a statue.
Help create a new calling in Grinnell. With your support, our community can impact today's veterans directly while continuing to honor the sacrifices of past generations.
It's saving a piece of history. The building has welcomed people home from battles. It has been a gathering point for so many. It could be that community center again. It would give Grinnell that niche that sets it apart from all the others and brings people here and brings some economic development here as well.
It will bring the community together. It will honor our veterans. It will serve the arts and serve our veterans. It will make our Central Park project complete in a very, very positive way.
There's a famous Korean war vet that said, all have given some have given all. So my question to our community is, why can't we all give some to this endeavor?
Our veterans have answered the call. It's time to help them create a new calling. Join us to help renovate the Grinnell Veterans Memorial Building. Will you answer our call?